Hello everybody, assalamu alaikum. Okay, so let's do question paper today. Okay, it will help you to review and also prepare you for any kind of upcoming test or evaluation. Okay, so this paper is from May 2020. So actually, this paper took place on November. Okay. It was supposed to be scheduled at May 2020, but it took place at November 2020. You remember because of the pandemic situation. So let's start. Okay. So, which one of the following is the term for the next best alternative given up when a choice is made? Hmm. Yes, it's a very common question. Opportunity cost, right? Next best alternative. Okay. That's opportunity cost. Okay. Next, which one of the following options shows the effects on the market for motorcycles helmets after a fall in the price of motorcycles? Okay, so if there is a fall in price in motorcycle, then motorcycle helmet is a complementary goods, right? So if price of helmet increase, yeah, if price of motorcycle falls, then a motorcycle helmet is a complementary goods. So what will happen? This is a demand factor. Okay, so demand for motorcycle helmet will rise. Okay, so which one? Yes, number B is the answer. See, demand curve is increasing. It is shifting to the right. Right, it's shifting to the right from D to D1. So this is the answer. Mm, Next one, external cost. Actually, let me show you the answers from the mark schemes, so you'll get an understanding of the mark scheme as well. Okay. Okay. So external cost. What is external cost? External cost is the negative spillover effect on the third party. Who are the third party? The third party are the one who are not involved with the production or consumption. Okay. So see, let's see what they're giving in the mark scheme. They're saying it's a negative effect imposed on the third party. Okay. But I'm not satisfied with the word third party. I'll ask you to explain a bit more what is this third party. So third party is the one are not involved with the production or consumption. Not involved with the production or consumption of an economic activity, but still getting negatively affected. Okay? So these are third party. So they're not asking for an example, but I'm providing you with an example so that you can understand it even better. So suppose you are buying a car as so you're buying from Toyota. Okay, so you are the consumer, and Toyota is the producer. Okay, but while you're riding the car, maybe you're causing pollution, air pollution, sound pollution, and then you're causing yeah, traffic congestion. Okay. So all these will create a negative effect on the people who have not produced or consumed your product, which is the car. So those party will be the third party. Okay. So let me know if you have any question. Okay. Let's move to the next one. One example of external benefit. Okay. Education, healthcare. You just need to provide one. So see, yeah, education, healthcare, then vaccination. Okay. So just an example will be sufficient here. But I'm giving a short explanation. But it's not required here, but just for your better understanding. Like you, you are paying for your tuition, your education, right? So uh, Maple school is providing the education for you, and you are paying for your tuition. But see, there are other people around you, your friends, family, or all the other people in the society. They are also getting benefit, or they will get benefit in the future, because from an educated person, we will get lots of good advices and also other things that are helpful. Okay, so these people are not paying for your tuition, but or your education, but still they'll enjoy benefit from it. Let's talk about vaccination. This is a hot topic nowadays, right? So if someone takes vaccination, so maybe he is providing the all the payments and everything for the vaccination, but who will enjoy? All the people surrounding him will enjoy, right? Because see that the people surrounding him will be much more safer because that person is vaccinated. There are less chance that people will get affected from that person. So again, vaccination is an external benefit. Okay, let's move to the next one. Uh, the problem, this is small text here. Let's go through. The problem of scarcity is that there are unlimited wants and finite resources. Okay, so see, and we need to fulfill our unlimited wants with our scarce or finite resources. Okay, they're asking, what is want? Okay, so want is another synonym for want is desire. Okay, desire. Okay, it's not that something that we need for our survival. This is just a desire. It's not required for our survival. You can These are the goods and services just to fulfill our desire. Okay. Okay. So next we have number F. Okay, so there's a math here. It's a very simple one. Don't worry. Don't get scared of math. Okay, it's a very fun math. Okay, say that private facilities in which swimmers can change clothes are available at the swimming pool in how do you pronounce it? Sine, Belgium. Okay, the the quantity demanded for these facilities during each of the first 3 months of 2019 is shown in Figure 1. Okay, so in January it was demanded by 3,600 people, in February it was 3,200, and March 2,100. So it's falling. There is a falling trend, right? Okay, so what we have to calculate, see that you have to calculate the excess demand. Okay, what is excess demand? Or when demand is greater than supply, this is known as excess demand. Okay, so we have to find a situation when there is an excess demand. Okay. So excess demand for private changing facilities for the first 3 months 2019 if the quantity supplied during each month was 3,000. Okay, so supply was 3,000, so 9,000 in total. Okay, 3,000 multiplied by 3, 9,000 in total. So how much excess demand was there? Okay, so in these 3 months there was the supply was 9,000 and the supply was how much? You have to add these three, so it was 9,900. Okay, so 9,900. So if you deduct it from this 9,000, then you'll get 900. Okay, so 900 units were extra demanded by the people. Okay, let's see the answer. Let's see. There's an error here. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Sorry, this is okay. I thought that this is an equal to sign. Okay, this is a minus sign. Okay, so if you add these three, you'll get 9,900, and if you deduct it from 9,000, you'll get 900. See, so this is the excess demand. The demand was 9,000. Sorry, the supply was 9,000, and the demand was 9,900. So if you the difference is 900, which is the excess demand. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay. Okay, so before going to the question, we have lots of good mornings here. Good morning, everybody. Uh, mm, so, good morning, Nafisa. Good morning, Faiza. Good morning, Ishrar Anand. Priya. Mm, good morning, Sarah Orpita. Good morning, Sabrina Hassan Noshin. Um, good morning, Fariba Nusrat. Good morning, Faiza Kabir. Okay, so what she's asking here is, sir, can you please post this particular paper on May 20? Okay. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to do so. Um, okay, let me ask the school, then I'll submit it in the portal, okay, in the lecture note section maybe. Okay. Okay, I know this is helpful. This will be helpful for you, but let me ask the admin first, then we'll do it. Okay. Um, okay, so let's get back to the question. Okay. Um, okay. So here, see, there is a demand and supply curve over here. So using the demand, using the diagram below, draw the likely effects on the market for red after a decrease in the population. Label the new curve, the new equilibrium price, and the new equilibrium quantity. Okay, so see that there's a normal demand and supply curve here, so the intersection point is the equilibrium price, right? So you have to put the effect on it. Okay, so what happens? Say that decrease in the population. So population is a demand factor, right? So when the population will decrease, what will happen? The demand will fall, right? So there will be a leftward shift in the demand curve. Okay, so there will be leftward shift in the demand curve, and new intersection point will be somewhere over here. So with the old supply curve, so the price will fall. Okay. So again, you have to show the a new price, a new quantity, and new demand. Okay. So it will look very similar to this one. Okay. D1 leftward shift, and Q1 as lower quantity, and P1 a lower price. And you can also show the arrows. Okay, these arrows will be very helpful as well. Okay, okay, let's move to the next one. Explain one possible barrier to entry a new firm might face when trying to enter this industry. Um, um, So barrier to entries. So when new farms are trying to get into the market, okay. So what kind of barrier they face? There are many kind of barrier. So let's see what they have here. They have given an example of a barrier. That's economies of scale. Okay. So after giving this example, you need to explain this a bit because it's 3 marks. Okay, so one of the various economies of scale because established larger firms such as um, Sony and Warner may have lower average cost. Okay, so these are large farms. So they're producing in large quantities. So it's possible for them to lower their average cost, which is basically economies of scale. So whereas new smaller farms may struggle to keep average cost down because their quantity will be low, so it will be very difficult for them to mm, mm, um, reduce the average cost. It will be quite high. Okay, so that's a good answer. Okay, so there are other barriers as well, like maybe legal barriers or other kind of barriers are there. Okay. So you need to mention only one. Okay, so next is this one. This is a 6 marks question. You have to analyze. Analyze is the key word over here. Analyze means this is a one-sided answer. So here they asked for what? Let's read the question first, then we'll read the case. Okay, so yeah, this is a very helpful advice because when you read the question first, what will happen that you'll get a when you're reading the case, you'll know that what you're looking for. So first read the question, then the case. Okay. So see what's the question here. With reference to the data above and your knowledge of economics, analyze why all four factors of production might be used to produce coffee. Okay. So when you're producing coffee, all four of them are very important. So do you remember what were the factors of production? There are land, labor, capital, and enterprise or entrepreneur. These are the four things. Okay. So now let's go to the case. Okay. So when you're answering, you must use this reference to the data. Okay, the data given above, it's it's a mandatory thing. If you fail to relate with this case, then mm, almost like 2 marks or more than 2 marks might get deducted. Okay, so be careful. You must relate with the case. Okay. So basically, you have to just identify all the factors of production from this case. Okay, land, labor, capital, enterprise. Right. Okay. So see. So let's go through the case. Coffee is a popular drink in many countries around the world. So beans are picked by hand from coffee plants once the fruit is ready to harvest. Okay, so who is picking them? The labor. Okay, so yeah, so these are hand picked things. So yeah, so you got the first factors of production, labor. Okay, then it is then put through a process which includes storing the type of bean and transforming it from its natural state. Okay, so when you're transforming them, you need machineries. Okay, so this machinery will be included or considered as a capital. Okay, then it can be sold as a bean ground to make coffee or even as the instant product. Okay, so machine sorry used. Okay, for most of the process, but cannot identify which beans are ready to pick. Okay, so they're saying that yeah, so machines can be used to do lots of things like processing, making grounds, beans, packaging, many things, but which one is appropriate? Coffee beans. For that, you need labor. Okay, so all of them are important. And the coffee, the place where this coffee is harvested, that is land, right? That's another factor. And and the last but not the least, it's enterprise or entrepreneur, the organization or the individuals who are taking the risk and doing the harvesting and everything. They are known as entrepreneurs, right, or enterprise. Okay. Okay, so let's see the mark scheme. So see, you get a basic idea. Everything is there. Okay, all four of them are here. So let's see. Okay, so don't use these bullet points. Okay, you can use paragraph, but not these bullet points. Okay, and this AO3 means analyze, and AO2 means referring to the case. Okay, so this two is very important for this question. AO2 and assessment objective 2 and assessment objective 3. Okay, so assessment objective 2 means referring the case using the data, and AO3 means analyze. So that means you're developing or explaining or relating with the case, relating with the topic and everything. Okay? Analysis basically. Okay, and AO1 means the definition. Okay, so it's not necessary over here, but you can also start with a definition. Okay, so see, they're starting with the definition kind of thing. See, they're saying that the four factors of productions are land, labor, capital, enterprise. Okay, so then they're linking with the case. Okay, see, they're saying that beans are harvested from the coffee plants, which means the land is needed to produce coffee. Okay, then the coffee beans are picked by hand because labor is needed to determine when the fruit is ready to harvest. Okay. Then the process of sorting the beans and transforming them from their natural state to consumable beans, grounds, or instant products is done by machinery. Okay, which is capital. This may be because it is more productive or cost effective than using labor. Okay. So see, they're referring from the case, but they're not directly copying from the case. Okay, so don't do that. Use your own language. Okay, they're using the situation, but they're not directly quoting them. Okay, so don't directly quote from the case. Explain them with your own words and blend it with the knowledge. Okay. Okay, next we have enterprise combines the other factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, to make sure the bean gets the consumer as a consumable product. And finally, a concluding sentence like thus, all four factors of production may be used to produce coffee, as without any of them, the process would not be completed as efficiently. Okay, okay. So this is a very good answer. Okay, use paragraphs. You can use paragraph for each of the factors of production, or you can just in the first paragraph you can give the definition, and next paragraph you can explain this four factors of production, and the last paragraph you can give a conclusion maybe. So that's it. You'll get 6 out of 6. Okay. Okay, so we have more good morning here. Okay, Zunaid Zahir, good morning. Samini Yasir, good morning. Okay, we have a question from Zunaid. Can high competition be a barrier too? Yeah, yeah, definitely very good. Uh, um, uh, Very good. Okay. So yeah, the high competition may also be a barrier because when there is a high competition, you cannot charge the farms cannot charge higher price, and they have to come up with lots of spending on advertising, and lots of other barriers are there. Okay. So yeah, this can be a barrier as well. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next question. We don't have much time today. Okay, we have to um, mm, stop soon. Okay, let's do one or two questions. Okay, so there's a pie chart. Okay, of market share by farm for a market in Azerbaijan. Okay, so which one has the highest market here? Farm one, right? Farm one has 93% of the market share. Okay, so this is the most dominating one. Yeah. Okay, let's see what they're asking for. Which one of the following option is the most suitable term for the type of market shown? Okay, yeah, definitely it's monopoly, right? Because the one farm, which is farm one, is dominating almost the whole market. Okay, 93%. Okay, so almost the whole market is dominated by them. So this is uh, monopoly. Okay, number B. Which of the following is a reason why consumers may not maximize their benefit? Okay, so consumers maximizing their benefit. This is one of the assumption. Okay, in economics, right? Because in most of the case, consumers try to maximize their benefit, but this isn't. They're looking for an exceptions. They're looking for an exception, right? When they are not maximizing their mm, benefit. Okay, so see, let's go through. Consumers may accurately calculate the satisfaction they gain. Okay, so but usually um, it's inaccuracy, because if they're accurately doing it, then they will be able to maximize their benefit, but usually they inaccurately do that, which leads to less benefit. Okay, so this is not the right answer. If there was inaccurate over here, then it would be the answer. Okay, next is consumers may have habits that are hard to give up. Yeah, this is the one. This is the answer. Habit. Okay, so when there's habit, almost like addiction, maybe. Okay, so in these cases, what will happen that consumers may not go for maximizing their benefit. Okay. Okay. So because of the habit, they may end up with yeah, wrong decision. Or okay, okay. So this is the answer, and we are out of time. Sorry. See you next class. Thank you, everybody.